Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and hopefully it's going to be a short video. It's going to be about this guy right here, Dane Wigington of Geoengineeringwatch.org, and this guy is intense. He, as I've said before in some videos, he doesn't use an unnecessary word. His weekly, like hour-long podcasts are just oh my God, they're just intense. And just because he is so articulate and he throws so much information at you, and you know, a lot of what the experts say is climate problems these days can really be brought back to geoengineering, which has been proven to be true. We know that the governments are messing with the weather, controlling weather. They want to use weather as a weapon and waging weather warfare on world populations. And they are. There's a lot that goes on out there. And this guy, he brings you an incredible amount of news. And he's in this interview here with Alex Jones. I mean, he says, pretty soon the ozone layer is toast, and yeah, I've said that for a while because that's a whole nother video. Okay. But the reason, you should listen to this interview, you should pay attention to this guy if you've never heard of him in Geoengineering Watch, because it's true, the globalist weather control program. Now, that's not to say that we don't have environmental problems, that we don't need to clean up our act, that we don't need actual real solutions, and that no one will implement. And unfortunately for the world, Alex Jones will not help expose all environmental voices as frauds. But, Dane talks his language, Alex's language of, the globalists. They control the weather. So Dane gets, a lot of press with Alex. But here's Dane talking about what I did a video about, I don't know, a week or two ago, about bubbles, rising from Puget Sound and up in the Arctic, and they have been said to be the reason, maybe, for explaining a lot of what goes on in the Bermuda Triangle. But here is Dane talking about that.
The Bermuda Triangle, Alex, the ships have been sinking there for how many decades and aircraft going down. We know that's from methane hydrate deposits on the seafloor that are thawing and releasing, migrating through the water column, then into the atmosphere. Methane's 120 times more potent than CO2 as a greenhouse gas, and they're blaming it on the cows and cow flatulence and not talking about what they're doing, what geoengineering is doing by altering upper level wind currents, thus altering ocean currents, thus pushing warm ocean water where it shouldn't be, helps thaw methane deposits, then it floats into the atmosphere. Again, from every conceivable direction, climate engineering is pounding the nails into our collective coffins, and the whole Bermuda Triangle thing is methane hydrate and clathrate releases from thawing deposits on the seafloor. Now it's happening in the Arctic. If you can pull up Siberian methane craters, that would be an incredible image to show.
Siberian methane craters. Tell us about those.
Siberian methane craters. The images have to be seen to be believed.
Is that some of those big explosions that they thought was meteorites? Now we know it's methane exploding?
Exactly. Methane is thawing and exploding into the atmosphere, and climate engineering is making it worse, not better, by altering, again, upper-level wind currents, thus altering ocean currents. We have warm water pumping into the Arctic now. There you go. And that should be frightening, unimaginably frightening to anybody, everybody. This methane is exploding into the atmosphere. Again, methane over a 10-year time horizon is 120 times more potent than CO2. Climate engineering furthering this process, not mitigating it, not curbing it, but actually further fueling the methane release process. So again, climate engineering's interference with the Earth's attempt to find a new equilibrium is actually pushing us over the edge of the abyss, Alex.
Absolutely. They are terraforming to destroy the planet. Dane Wigington's our guest. Final segment.
So, yeah, there you have it, right from the expert's mouth. And, I did that video, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I wish I had this interview in it. So since it happened today, I thought I would just add this little addendum, I guess. And if you don't know about Dane and Geoengineering Watch, it's an incredible place for an incredible amount of truth and news and truth. I just wish that Dane, who says we have to do all we have to do about solving all of the environmental problems on the planet, because he doesn't dismiss, global warming. He doesn't dismiss all the problems that we have that Alex and all the independent media does. But Dane talks about it, and he says that we have to do everything we can to try to mitigate it and minimize it and give ourselves a chance. But to date, I have not gotten Dane to use his voice to go, these are the solutions we need, and everybody get on board, get environmentally educated. And if I did, a lot more people would be environmentally literate. But until then, I just thought I'd bring this to you because it does go along with the video I put out the other day. And that guy right there is an incredible mind and an incredible man taking on this subject matter that no one else was. So and he's proven right. He's been at this for about a decade or so, and he's proven right. So stay tuned, people.